Hey guys, Snappershipper here, and it's been fucking 8 or 9 months since I last recorded one of these pickup videos. Uh, I'm sorry, but I've been super busy in my personal life, and also kind of lazy. When it came to just making a video, I'd be like, oh, I should make a video today, and then just never did. Um, I have a ton of, well, I've got like a ton of games that I need to go through in this video. Before I get into that, I just want to say that I am on TAD, and what TAD is it's a free application for your smartphone, and what you do with it is you find creators, YouTube creators like myself or other people you might know on YouTube, and you watch ads for them. Now, that sounds kind of dumb, like you watch ads for them, but you can basically, like how I use it is I'll load up the ads, but I'll be doing something else. It takes like 2 minutes to go through all the ads, and it's just a really neat way of helping out your like favorite creators. So my link is in the description, and I'd appreciate it a lot if you gave it a look. So let's jump into the games. First things first, I finally fucking found a copy of Final Fantasy IV for DS. Final Fantasy IV DS was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and incidentally, it's my favorite Final Fantasy game. Not because it was my first, but mainly because I really fucking loved the story and the characters for this game. I thought it was really, really well done. And as an added bonus, they threw in the GBA copy as well, and I've never owned this copy, so that's fucking awesome. So I have the GBA copy and the DS copy, and I also own the Super Nintendo version and the PC version, and what else was that? And I own the PSP version too. So I believe I now own every single iteration of Final Fantasy IV, and I've played every single one of them, and I've finished every single one of them 100%. It's funny because this isn't my favorite game of all time. It's just my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's really fucking good, and if you can get your hands on the DS version or the GBA version, because I heard the GBA version is very similar to the PSP version. And oh wait, no, you can get the PSP version still if you have a Vita. Didn't even think about that. So yeah, Final Fantasy IV. It's fucking awesome. Next game. This is I'm just going through handhelds, and I've only got two, Final Fantasy IV and Bravely Second. Bravely Second is only out in the UK and Australia. I don't think it comes out in the States until April, I think. But to be fair, I think the States got fucking Fire Emblem Fates in February, and we're not getting it till May, so I guess the reason why they did this is to stop conflicting sales. Like, they want solid sales figures for both games, because they know that both are going to sell well, and they didn't want them to compete. But yeah, so far, this game's fucking awesome. I've got like 70 hours in it, I think, and it's really good. There are some things that I wish weren't in the game, but that's spoiler stuff. So I'm not going to delve into that, but overall I think it's just as good as the first game. I wouldn't say it's better, and I wouldn't say it's worse. I think it's just as good so far. Play every second. That's fucking awesome. I think I said that one too. Next we have for PS3. I've kind of slowed down on PS3 stuff because I haven't really been playing the PS3 since I bought these two. I only got 2 games for it. I got the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, or Legacy collection rather, which is Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, Metal Gear for, I think, the NES version, and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. These fucking games are so good. I think it's funny, I'm still playing through Metal Gear Solid 3, because I haven't touched 3 or 4 before. I have to say that out of all of them, I think MGS1's my favorite. And not just saying that because, the first one's the best one. I actually legitimately think the first one is the best one so far. And on top of that, I think that 2 is a really good game, and I don't understand why people said that it was really shit. It's not shit, and Raiden isn't a bad protagonist. I never understood that. But yeah, Metal Gear, the anthology or whatever it's called, I was really lucky to pick this up because it's not actually sold in stores. I had to get this pre-owned. So yeah, I like it a lot. I've heard conflicting things about MGS4, about how it's more cutscene than it is game, which kind of sucks because the gameplay for MGS1 and 2 were really solid. Yeah, it's fucking good. I don't know what else to fucking say. Can you tell I've not really done camera stuff before? It's fucking weirding me out. Next on the list for PS3 games is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I own the first one, and the first one's really fucking good. And apparently I didn't need to own the first one, because in this game you unlock the entire first game in it. Basically what it is if you've played Persona 4, which a lot of people have and a ton of people haven't, it's this JRPG, with really cool social mechanics and dungeons, and fucking story is great. And Persona 4 Arena, the first one, is a fighting game, and it's a sequel to Persona 4. And then Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a sequel to that game. But this game contains both. And it's a really fucking awesome fighting game too. I'm a big fighting game guy, I love watching it, I love playing them. I'm not professional by any means, I just know the basics of every fighting game I play. But Persona 4 Arena it's really fast paced, it's really fun to play, all the characters are unique, it's just super fun. I haven't played too much of this one because I'm still going through Persona 4 Arena, and I've been doing that so much, I've been buying games that I don't need to buy at all, because I haven't finished the previous ones, or I haven't finished a bunch of games, but we'll get into that later. But Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is really, really fucking good. I love it a lot. Next, go on to PS4, and the first one is Dragon Quest Heroes. It's a Musou game. If you don't know what Musou is, think Dynasty Warriors and all those sorts of games, only with Dragon Quest characters. But the biggest draw for me is it's kind of a Dragon Quest game. Like, it's got a ton of really good Dragon Quest elements to it. The voice acting is fucking great. They use the English voice acting I'm talking about is fucking great. They all have Cockney accents, and it's fantastic. The gameplay is super solid. Every character feels really good. There's not much to say on the game, other than, it's a Musou game, so you're basically doing the same thing in every single mission, which is take out 1 trillion people on the screen with all your flashiest, best moves. Kind of similar, I guess Hyrule Warriors would be in the same vein, because, again, Musou game. But it's just really fucking fun, and it's a really, really pretty game, too. Like, a really pretty game. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I believe it's on PC too, and I highly recommend it if you're a Dragon Quest fan, or a Musou fan. Like, it's just really solid. Really solid game. Highly recommend it. Next is a game I haven't touched yet, and I bought it on PS4 because my PC is shit, is Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm still playing through Dragon Age Origins, and I don't plan on playing Dragon Age 2 because of all the shit that I've heard of it. Unless you guys can convince me otherwise to get Dragon Age 2, I'm going to be moving from Origins to this. I only bought this because it was on sale for like $10, and I wasn't going to turn that down, because Australian prices, in case you didn't know, full price for this is $100, and $100 is too much for a video game, so I don't pay that anymore, unless I'm getting like a premium edition of a game, which comes like with a figurine or something like that. But $100 for a video game is fucking ridiculous, so getting it for $10 is a much better deal, and I wasn't just going to leave it on the shelf for that. So I'm excited to start this once I've finished Origins, and I fucking love Origins so far, so yeah. Inquisition, I have literally nothing to say on it, but other than I'm excited. Next we have Gravity Rush Remastered. This is a really fucking cool game. It was originally a Vita game. Used all the gyro controls to move your character and stuff like that, and they revamped it for the PS4. It works really good with the gyro controls and the PS4 controller too. I prefer to use the twin sticks, but you do get more precision with the gyro. It's a really fucking stylish game, man. The music's super good. The music feels very Disney. Like really Disney. That's a good thing. I love Disney music. It's kind of like the story writing is it's super basic, but it doesn't really matter because the gameplay is so fucking good. The only thing that I would say is a detriment to it is the hand-to-hand combat. The hand-to-hand combat is kind of meh. Like, it's alright, but it's not the best. It's way more fun just to fuck around flying in the sky or anti-graving yourself around the city. It's really fucking fun. I think I'm like halfway through it, and it's also not that hard either. Yeah, the only thing that's hard about it is like the challenges that you can do. The challenges are fucking ridiculous, especially the races. I fucking can't do them. But yeah, I'm excited to finish this, and I'm looking forward to the sequel as well. The sequel looks really fucking good, and it looks like they've actually improved the hand-to-hand combat. Which I'm excited for, because the hand-to-hand combat, what's there is meh, but it could have been really, really good. So I'm excited to try the new one. So yeah, Gravity Rush. Next is Street Fighter V. I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. Street Fighter V is a really, really fucking good game. The only problem with it, which everyone basically knows, is that there's nothing in this game. There's nothing. You got challenge mode and a really, really stripped down bare bones story mode. A really shitty story mode too, with fucking terrible art, terrible dialogue between characters, and the voice acting is really hit or miss. Even on the Japanese side, some characters just don't sound right. It's ridiculous. But the gameplay is so fucking good. It's so much fun to play, especially online. I've had maybe 2 super laggy matches, but other than that, out of like 150 games that I've played, I've had 2 bad connections. So I would say the netcode is pretty fucking good for this game. Show the box art. Fucking reuse pissed as shit. It just sucks that it didn't release with an arcade mode, or even a versus CPU mode, because in Street Fighter 4, that's what I did a lot. If I couldn't get online working, I'd be like, oh, fuck it, I'll just fight the CPU on, like, hard, or whatever. And this game doesn't have that, and that's fucked. Especially for people who don't want to play other people. They just like to dick around in the single player, or versus the AI. That's shitty. That's real shitty, and it released at full fucking price, too. But guess what? I still bought it. I don't know why I did. It's just the first game where I knew that it was super bare bones and not worth the price, but I still bought it anyway, and I don't know why. I've just had so much fucking fun with it that I think for me it justifies the price, you know? The character roster is super diverse, and I don't think that any one character just completely beats every other character. I think it's really well balanced. To me, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a professional, so to me, as I've fought every character on the roster, and I've lost against every character, and I've won against every character, you know? So I don't think it's super unbalanced. There are characters that have slight advantages over the rest of the cast, but I wouldn't say that it's not, like, an unfair advantage. Kind of like, it's a good example. Like a boss character, you know? No one feels like a boss character. Which is really good. I'm happy about that. I haven't really played it in the last couple of days much, because I'm waiting for the fucking March update, which adds arcade mode, new character, or returning character really, and apparently a bunch of other stuff like costumes and shit like that. And I'll pick it up again then, but for the first good 3 weeks I played it every fucking day. I had so much fun with it. But yeah, March update is when I'll be playing it again. Don't know when that is, they haven't given a specific date, they just said it's coming in March, so I'm going to assume the end of March, like the final day of March, will be the update. And if we don't get it then fuck you, Capcom. Anyway, yeah, talk too much about that, but yeah, I love it. I really do. Moving on. To Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Zestiria came out, like in August, I think. And it's a good game. I would not rank it amongst the highest of the Tales games, because I own nearly every single one. My favorite being Tales of the Abyss. Zestiria is a really good game, but it just falls short in so many aspects that I just got really frustrated with it at the very end. And I know that sounds kind of weird, even though I just said it was a good game. Like, fundamentally, like, the gameplay is really fucking good. I'm talking about the writing for the game. I can't fucking stand it. Oh, man. It's not that it's cringeworthy, it's just fucking boring. Really, really boring. The only time, like, it's not even the story that picks up, it's the characters. The characters are what holds this fucking game together, because, my god, the story is so... I just don't care. The characters are really good. Thank fuck the characters are good. But not all the characters, only some. Oh, man. So many things they could have done with this game would have been so much better, but I will say the combat is really good. It's not as good as, say, like, Xillia. I think Xillia is my favorite version of the combo system, followed by Abyss. I really like Abyss's combo system, where it's you do your regular attacks into a magic attack, into a stronger magic attack, and then into your ultimate, basically. And in Tales of Xillia, they had a countdown. Well, not a countdown, but like you had a specific amount of moves you could use, and each move would use a different amount of that meter. And I thought that system was really, really good, and you could do really good specific combos. Every character did really awesome combos. Also, I'm really sorry if I keep looking off to the right, because I forget to look at the goddamn lens, and I look at the screen that I'm fucking recording with. Back to Zestiria. Zestiria's combat system is over the shoulder, which is kind of different for the Tales games, because they're usually they're in a 3D map, but it's on like a 2D plane between the characters, and in Zestiria it's all in a 3D plane, like an arena-style fighter, like the Naruto games. And, like, it's solid, like, it plays really well. I just prefer the other systems. So, all in all, as for a Tales game, if you're a Tales fan, pick it up. It's fun. Like, I pick up Tales games every fucking year they come out. I think there's a new one coming out this year, and I'll probably end up getting it. But other than that, if you're not a Tales fan, I don't think this will make you a Tales fan. Not at all. In fact, I actually think it will make you not want to play another Tales game. If you're not a Tales fan, I recommend you pick up Xillia, Abyss, Vesperia, or maybe Graces. I don't know, I'm still iffy about Graces. I know that's a lot of people's favorite, but I didn't like the story for Graces. I really like the combat for Graces. Graces' combat's fucking great. But the story for Graces was really... it just did my head in. As in a bad way. Like, I understood what was going on, but it was just like... until, like, it's like that until the epilogue. The post-game. The post-game was really good for Graces. The writing was... it was like it was written by a different fucking team, is how good that one was. But I'm rambling, and I should be talking about this game, and I basically finished my thoughts on it. I don't know why I'm still talking about Tales. I really like the series, so I was just kind of disappointed with this one. Moving on. Wii U. Cool. For Wii U, I picked up Bayonetta 1 and 2. Bayonetta 1 and 2 are fantastic fucking games. If you don't know what they are what a lot of people describe them as spectacle fighters, or, I can't think of the other fucking name for it. I was gonna keep with spectacle fighter, in which you, character action, that's it, character action game, in which, you have your super OP character, doing ridiculous combos on enemies and just slaughtering, slaughtering a bunch of dudes, not in like a Muso style, but in like it's like a fighting game, kind of, but as an, like, open world-ish type game? Not open world, I'm really bad at explaining shit. It's really fun. You kill angels and demons, mostly angels, and you play as fucking Bayonetta. She's fucking awesome. A lot of people hate Bayonetta's design because they think she's too sexualized, and that, you know, of course, woman character has to be over-sexualized. But did you know that Bayonetta's character artist is a woman? Oh, she drew a woman. And her fucking design, I don't think it's sexist at all. I think it's really I think she looks fucking cool. She's got 4 guns, she's got long hair, and then she's got short hair, and I'm fucking weird. I am not doing this well. I'm bad at video. I'm sorry. Bayonetta 1 and 2 are fucking fantastic games. If you have a Wii U, you should own them. That's all I should fucking say. But you know, fuck it. Who needs professionalism? Next is Mario Maker. I don't have to say anything about this game, because it's Mario Maker, and that's literally what you do. You make Mario levels, and it's fucking great, and it stole about 150 hours of my time. Whoops. But yeah, Mario Maker. It's got a yellow box. You make Mario levels. Like, this is fucking it. That's all you have to say. That's all I have to say about this, is you make Mario levels, and it's fucking fun as shit. I don't know why, I just love it. And then also, you know, playing other people's levels, but making your own levels is fun. I played some of, like, the most popular levels, but I mostly enjoyed just making the levels and not particularly playing everyone else's, because I like creating stuff like that. But that's about it for Mario Maker. Yeah. And finally, we have Xenoblade Chronicles X in this fancy steelbook. Xenoblade Chronicles X is a fucking huge game. So long. So big. I haven't finished it yet. I'm about 30 hours into it, and then I sort of have taken a break from it. And the reason why I took a break from it is because it's so huge and so open, and there's so much to explore. When I play games like that, I get fatigued on them really, really fast, and I didn't want to get fatigued on it, so I've been playing it in increments and like small doses, because otherwise I'll never finish it. I did that with the original Xenoblade. I had the game, and I played it a bunch, then I just stopped playing it for like a year, and then I restarted it again at the end of last year, and then played it in small increments, and then finished it. And I loved that game. I think that game is probably the best game on the Wii. And this game is no different. It's actually very different. I don't know why I said that. The music's fantastic. The story is really... I don't think it's nearly as good as Xenoblade Chronicles 1 so far. Unless it opens up later, I'm really not digging the story. The characters are well written. Like I said, the music is it's so fucking good. Visually, it looks great. Fuck, every other word, you know, is or. It's just really fun. Really fun game. I'm fucking this video. It's at the end of the video, and I'm just just fucking everything. Gameplay is very similar to the original Xenoblade in that you have your action bar, kind of like an MMO, which I'm glad that stayed the same. But there's a lot of stuff, and there's like so many fucking mechanics in this game that it can be super intimidating to get into, even if you're an RPG fan. And that can scare off a lot of people. I would highly recommend you play the first one just to get a handle on the combat system, because it is very similar. And then going from that game into this one will be way easier. If you just start with this one, it's going to go over your fucking head, I swear to God. And some of the tutorials don't even explain most of the mechanics in this. Like, for the longest time, for about 15 hours, I didn't know that you could level up skills. I thought it did that automatically. That's probably my fault, though, and there probably was a tutorial on that, and I just didn't see it. But, I had no idea for 15 hours, and I was wondering why I just wasn't doing any fucking damage to anything, and it was because I wasn't leveling any of my skills. And now that I know that, I do that. And that does it on Xenoblade. And really the end of my game pile that I had to talk about. How long is the video? About 26 minutes, and I'll edit some shit. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and just remember, I'm on TAD, and I have the link in the description to download the app. And yeah. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. If I do one again, who knows? Bye.